Yeah. All right, we back. Community Coalition Show. Really, you're straight. You're fine. It's K Wilson. It's Yendi here. David is still catching flights, y'all. Yeah, he's still catching flights. I just talked to him. He'll probably be back sometime later this week.
He went to Florida? I thought he went to California.
I thought he did too, but it was Florida. So
he switched it up on us.
Yeah, he did. So that's what I'm saying. You know when you go somewhere, you gotta leave a homie to know let them know where you're going. Mm-hmm. Oh no, we did that back in the day. We was gonna go see a girl. It was the first time going over there. We let at least the homie know where we was going. Just in case some crazy stuff went down. Mm-hmm. So I had to tell David, when you go somewhere, you gotta let somebody know where you're going, fam.
Especially in Florida.
Yeah. It's crazy down there. So shout out to David. He'll be back though. But it's us, Yendi got the hair, flicking the hair and all that. It's all good. It's not much to talk about. How was your holiday?
Oh, mine. I did what I wanted, sleep.
Why does everybody say, I wish I could have slept?
Santa was good to me. I was going to say AKA myself.
I really tried this year. I felt like I did a good job with just trying to get into some type of like Christmas spirit, have fun with it. And I felt like I did. It's exhausting. Oh, it's so exhausting. Like everything leading up to the day, and then you go through it, and really gift giving takes like 10 minutes tops. Mm-hmm. Like, even with the kids, they go through that joint like Sonic the Hedgehog. They be tearing up the paper. They know what they got, and it's over. And then they just play with their gifts, and it's like, okay, yay. What are we supposed to do now? Like,
what did you get for Christmas?
What did I get?
Yeah.
So my wife got me some shoes I was really looking at.
Where are the shoes? Let me see them.
They over there somewhere. I got a problem with shoes. I have a real problem. But I mean, other than that, like I get my standard socks, which I actually do look forward to. It's funny, like when you get older, some of those functional things you really start needing, like mugs and stuff. Like,
yo, I just bought myself 12 mugs.
12?
Yeah. I like to customize things.
Yeah. Okay. So are you giving them out, or you just keeping them?
I just sell 4.
Okay.
The rest I kept, and I just ordered 5 more.
I mean, if you flipping them, I ain't mad.
Cause I just got a hot chocolate thing.
Oh, okay. So yeah. You don't want to dirty the same mug all the time. I get it. But yeah, so I get excited for that stuff though. Like a mug, I got a straight Starbucks gift card. I was mad excited for that Starbucks gift card. I was. That's gonna be the best $25 I'm gonna spend. What else? I mean, I bought myself some stuff. Like I bought myself another tablet. Stuff I don't need. That's the problem. When you start buying stuff for other people, you start seeing stuff for yourself.
Let me tell you something. It's always stuff you need. I bought a new TV. I bought a new phone.
See?
What else I buy? I think that was good.
Yeah. I tried to buy myself a new phone. Can I tell you about my beef with Verizon? Because there's nothing else to talk about. Oh my goodness. So I tried to upgrade my phone. First time I went to the store. Went to the actual Verizon store, not the little off-brand store. Go to the store. They go through the upgrade process, I had like a little bit left to pay off, paid off my old phone, put the little taxes down on the new phone. Y'all know how it goes, right? So they tell me, okay, your date's going to be December 16th. So I'm waiting. I get a notification from Verizon talking about your order's on hold because you didn't pay. So I called them. I'm on the phone for Verizon for 2 hours. Lady on the phone tells me, oh, they canceled your order when you left the store. Oh, so now I'm pissed. So she's like, we got to redo it, but where's my money?
Right.
So I paid y'all. I went through my account. It's been paid. Oh, we're going to have to file a dispute and all that. So I had to get that, file a dispute. Still ain't seen that money. That was early December. Now here we are again. I get another notification yesterday from Verizon. I had to call them back. I was on the phone for over an hour today. And they had to reassure me that my order's supposed to be on the way. It was supposed to be mailed today. I ain't see nothing today. I'm sick of y'all. So I tried to buy a new phone. I tried to upgrade. Like, I'm over all them. So
let me tell you about Verizon. The one thing that I will say, they never take ownership ever.
no,
It's
they
never,
don't.
even when they mess up, it's never their fault. It's your fault. And they'll tell you 10 reasons why it was your fault, even though it was theirs. And also, nobody can give you the same information. Like, you'll always get 20 different stories.
Never. Oh my
And it's so
goodness.
frustrating because Verizon goes off of a script. So y'all not on the same page?
Yeah, y'all not reading the same script. What script do you have?
Right.
Version A or version B? What script do you have? Oh, so I went to the store. They can't. So I'm like, I'm going to go back to the store and go crazy. I'm going to go ham on these people. So what did I do in the store? It was almost like they took my information and just like, yeah, you good, and left. They just stole my money. So I had to go through this whole dispute. Y'all owe me some bread. Still ain't seen it yet. Like, no one cares. I'm like, I'm over customer service in general.
Hey.
I know, but I mean, and even if I know you dabble in that world a little bit, you know how it is.
Yeah, but I feel like some people don't see it from our side, you know, like they only see it. Well, basically, I want what I want, but you know, with Verizon, there's no excuse. I'm sorry,
but I said
they're always on some other mess. Like my mom bought a phone. I don't do the little payment plan. We buy our phones outright. So my mom bought a phone from Verizon, and all you really have to do is just pop the damn SIM card in. It was like a whole big adventure to activate her phone. And then why I gotta pay you a $30 activation fee? Why can't I just pop my SIM card in the phone and go about my business?
Exactly.
But I didn't I bought mine from Best Buy. I wasn't messing around with Verizon. I don't ever buy my phone from Verizon. It me on some other mess to be like, oh, you gotta pay your phone bill first before you could buy a phone. Let me cut out the middleman.
Yeah. It's a bunch of that stuff. Like, so what I do is I even to stay on top of some of my bills, Verizon I schedule like payments ahead, you know, so I always schedule like 2 payments a month for Verizon. I know it comes out, it's good. So they were telling me this morning that because it hadn't come out yet, that my phone, they tried to put my phone on hold.
Yeah, they do that.
So I said, wait, I scheduled the payment. It's supposed to come out. It's already arranged. So my payment arrangement can hold my whole account, but it can't hold my phone.
Nope.
That don't make sense to me. So and I was current. It's just that the payment arrangement was like a day lapsed, but it's already set up. You know it's coming. And it's not like the little say arrangement. No, I pay it with the bank account and all that is automatically deducted.
Mm-hmm.
I hate these people. I'm sorry.
Yo, they cut me off when I was in Mexico.
Wow.
And I needed my phone to get back to the United States.
That's so cutthroat.
Up my thing. I was like, yo, my phone is off.
That's what.
To get home. I had to pay $240.
But it's crazy. Like, I'm really, because like I carry 2 phones, and I was really trying to use this as an opportunity to let one of these lines go. But the other line, I just pay Metro by T-Mobile. I just get rid of, you know. But I feel like they treat me better. Like they do. One time I forgot. I genuinely forgot to pay the bill. Genuinely forgot. Wasn't trying to play games. Hit them up. They gave me a 3-day grace period.
Oh,
I was like, I don't even need it. I can pay right now. They were like, oh, you sure? Oh, you was like giving me an option to pay? Wow. And y'all prepaid. Verizon would cut you off for 10 cents over. Like you out 10 cents. Now we cutting you off, son.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo. And when I was away, I had a payment arrangement, but I missed the payment arrangement because I couldn't pay because I didn't have no cell service.
So you can't log.
I couldn't even call them to tell them like, yo, I'm out of the country. I tried to pay all of my bills before I left, and the Verizon one just slipped my mind because I usually auto pay, but I didn't end this month. And I was like, yo, I can't even get in touch with Verizon. I was blocked.
So you can't even pay your bill to get right. That's what's crazy. I gotta call you to pay the bill, but I can't call you because there's gotta be some way we can at least pay. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
had to have my mom. I had to call my mom to pay it. I was like, "Can you just pay Verizon, please? I'll get my phone on." I mean, I gave her my money because I want
I
people
know,
to
but
say
it's like then you gotta go through. That seems so like extra layer. Sometimes embarrassing when it's genuinely just you just missed it. That
Mm-hmm.
happens. That's life, just a little bit of understanding. So that's where we are with that madness. I don't know. That kind of brings down your holiday cheer too when you try
But as
like,
far as customer service, I mean, sometimes it's not our fault. We just deliver the message. We don't really be the. I mean, I be on y'all side half of the time.
yeah, yeah. No, but let me tell you about homegirl today. So I call, you could clearly tell, I know everybody's at home, right? So I'm calling, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. She answers the phone. I can hear cars in the background. So it's like you outside answering the phone. So it's
She
like
not
zoom, zoom.
doing
So
it
I can
for
hear
all of us.
so this Verizon. So all I hear is loud noise. Zoom, 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 zoom. So I'm like, excuse me, I can't hear you. Hello? And so I guess she picked up. She was like, oh, let me adjust my microphone. Hold on 1 second. So 30 seconds goes by. She clearly goes back and sound here. No noise afterwards. So now, and then she starts talking like, ma'am, just tell me we're outside.
That's a damn shame. She gonna ruin it for all of us.
I understand you at home. I get it. But she I can't hear you. If you're gonna be outside, at least be in a quiet area where you can
Right.
work.
When Romeo started barking, I really be acting like I don't even hear nothing. They were like, "What's that dog?" I don't hear nothing.
Nothing,
I don't hear nothing. What are you talking about?
They, so I'm like, ma'am, I already waited. I was on hold for 22 minutes. At least can I hear you? Can I at least have this conversation? Well, that's all I wanted. So I
Mm-hmm.
was all right. So that was like now my eye is twitching, because I'm just frustrated. So yeah. This is what we talking about this week, yo. We ain't got that. It's holiday week. Everybody gone. David gone.
I mean, I'm here.
Amari, yeah, you here? I'm here too. We here.
Oh my
You know,
god.
Amarion is running rampant all over the place.
Well, everybody's getting sick, yo. It's crazy.
It is. It's actually it's really getting a little
The one
spooky.
thing, let me tell you something I'm about to tell you. Here's a red flag for me. Dude's friend was sick, right? It's
Okay.
COVID time. You can't be around nobody with COVID because he got he got his own problems. He got MS.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be around people with COVID. And he was. And I was just like, why are you taking her to the hospital? She ain't got no man.
Wait. So
You gonna risk it all for her?
he took friend who had COVID to the hospital
Right.
in the
Like he
car
didn't know.
together.
He said he had a mask and he made her ride in the back seat. Like, you gonna risk it all for her? Risk it all for me.
I mean, that's a tough one. That looks bad.
But he goes above and beyond for all of his friends. I mean, all of them, because he just had 6 of his friends test positive for COVID. I'm like, why you want to be around them? You don't need COVID, but you know what? He grown.
Yeah, make your own decisions, but still, be safe about this. And I'm pretty sure people understand if you say, "Nah, I'm good." I need to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had some family members holiday season. Because we all typically go to my in-laws, after we do our thing here, and they couldn't come. They couldn't come, and I was rough. But it's like we FaceTime you,
Right.
we'll holler, love you, and they was okay. But it was like for the greater
Well,
good of everybody, you know.
that just happened on Christmas Day. So, my dad's in a facility and they test him every week for COVID. Well, my mom was going to go see my dad. I already knew if I was like, it's a bad idea. Too many people are testing positive for COVID. I don't need you there. Why, when she walked through the door, they tell her, oh, we just had 2 residents on the side that my dad is on test positive for COVID, but we're not going to go on lockdown. We just need you to wear the better mask. Like, are you serious?
Peace. Nah. And I feel like they're really trying to bend at this point, and make exceptions, and
They were letting families take their loved ones out of the facility and go home for the holidays. Like, I don't care if you haven't seen your loved one. That's too much of a risk. My dad is there. I don't need him getting COVID. They won't even give him a COVID vaccine. I will roundhouse kick everyone in the face.
But why though? Why won't they give him the vaccine?
Because they said he already had COVID a year ago. He had COVID a year ago. And then he was scheduled to get a vaccine. And then when my mom was like, hey, did he get his COVID vaccine? They were like, oh, we can't find the chart. I'm going to sue that place.
That's crazy. Come on now. The facility, everybody's in the same facility. Like, how you lose stuff? Whew, some of them places, though.
It's horrible.
It is hard. And they mess up. I went to get my booster yesterday. And they made it the most difficult process ever.
Really? It's supposed to be easy.
It's supposed to be in and out. So they tell us, I booked it online, schedule my appointment. There's a form you got to fill out. Fill out the form before you get there, right? Cool.
You go to the hospital?
No, I went to Walgreens.
Oh, I went to CCS.
Shout out. I mean, I was trying to get the soonest appointment, But yeah, so I get there. I had all my papers. Everything filled out. I got my insurance card, my ID, my Vax card, all the whole nine in the envelope, ready to go. So I'm noticing I'm in one line that's mad long. And I noticed that in line, don't nobody got any other papers with them. So I'm like, why am I the only jerk standing here with all these papers, right? So I'm curious, right? Like, this is about to be some bull. So finally, I got to my appointment early. Finally get to the line. And I'm watching. They're giving people the paper to fill out. So I'm like, oh, they late. They don't have appointments. I'm listening to these people. They try and walk in. So I get there on time, all my papers. I still had to wait over an hour. Because
of all those people?
They got their shots before me.
Oh, no, you should have went to CVS. They got it together.
So I'm like, this is another thing I'm talking about, like customer service. Like, what's the point of scheduling appointments if there's no order to this? If you're still taking first comes, first serve. None of them people had appointments. They all had to fill out the medical form. I had everything. Appointment whole nine. So why am I sitting here? So it's like you're still being like punished for following the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hot. I was sitting like,
what? Yo, you're not going to the right places. You went to Verizon for your phone. You went to Walgreens for your COVID shot. You should have went to CVS. Let me tell you, I had a pleasant experience. Everything, you fill out everything online and upload your ID card. When I got there, I checked in with the lady because you have to have an appointment. They don't do walk-ins. You got to have an appointment. And then the lady took me right in. Now, sis had a shaky hand. I ain't even going to lie. I was scared because that hand was shaky. But she did a good job.
Not with the needle sitting there like.
No, I was like, I'm scared.
They'd be like, which arm you want? Like,
I was like, oh no, ma'am. Why is your hand shaking like that? I was scared, but she did a good job. I didn't feel nothing.
No, my lady she just looked so over it. I felt bad for her. She was just so tired. What arm? All right, give me the right arm. Okay. Like,
yeah, but see, another thing also when you say customer service, like I get that people are frustrated with us, but we also had to be stuck working through the whole pandemic like everybody else. But they feel like because we got to work from home, we don't have it as bad. But this pandemic was a lot on us, for especially mental health. And it's a lot. And we have to work sick. Like, because we work from home, they still make you work sick. Don't nobody want to be working with COVID and talking to y'all all day on the phone.
I feel you on that. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. Like, people really, that's the whole point of this, right? If someone feels sick, to go sit down somewhere, go isolate, go do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. So why are we still forcing people to come into work if you're sick?
Exactly. My cousin, she had just tested positive for COVID. She works in the doctor's office and they were like, we're short staffed. That's your problem. That's not my problem. I got COVID. I'm going home.
So you risk it all. Everybody and we wonder why things are still spreading. We wonder why numbers are still bad. And we always like to put it on the people, but no, these employers too.
Right.
How far we've come in a year.
And where's our sick time? Because I swear I want sick time.
What happened to sick time? Like, is that still a thing?
Because they feel like people will take advantage of it. But there's people who won't take advantage.
No. It's your time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this something you're supposed to earn? So if
Well,
you
not sick time. That's time off. You know, they give you like 6 time off the bat. Like
but,
I need 40 hours sick time separate from my time off.
exactly, but if you give this to me for when I'm sick, then why do you give me a hard time when I need to use it? Even when I
Right.
work for companies, that was the most mind-boggling concept to me. Sick time, vacation time. You tell me you give me the time I earn vacation time, but then you dictate when I can use it. That's crazy to me. You give me sick time.
They always feel like people will abuse the sick time. I mean, there's ways. I mean, you micromanage everything else. There's ways that you can monitor. Like if Sally Jean is always requesting off sick 3 times a week, like okay, there's a problem there. But there's people who actually don't call out. Ever, my mom got mad sick time. She don't ever use it. Like there's people who don't use their sick time. Like I just feel like we should have sick time. Where is it? I want it. I want it separate from my paid time off.
It should
like,
be.
I don't want my sick time included with that. Make me mad.
No, but think about it. Okay, so here's the easy solution. One, you use it until you lose it, and then when you lose it, you don't get paid. Let's say you use it up. Okay, now you don't get paid. And then let's say if it's severe enough, doctors can confirm that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Some people really do get sick longer than 3 days. That happens in life. But that's what a doctor's notice for.
Like I don't want to go on short-term disability. Like when I used to work for the insurance company, this was like in like January, February, when they didn't know COVID was here, but Oscar COVID was here. Yeah. A lot of people at my old job, they were out of work for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And they were having to take disability because they're like, yo, you don't have enough sick time for this.
I hate that FMLA and all that. They almost ruined my life.
If you haven't been at the job long enough, you don't even qualify.
Yeah, that's not fair too. Okay, I've been here a month, but I might have gotten sick. It happens. So like, you can't regulate that from people. Okay, you go on the honor system, but there's checks and balances to that if you want to do it right. And then if people, okay, let's say they use, like I said, they use it up, then you just don't get paid. For some people, that's probably going to be a motivator. If they are bullshit, they're going to come to work now. You know, if they know they're not going to get paid, either they're going to come to work or they probably just quit.
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember when I took an HR course, they said that they noticed some companies who offered unlimited sick time separate from the time off, people actually didn't call out as much. People actually came to work more. It's weird, but it happens.
Because it's all about giving people options or the appearance of giving someone options. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times people, just because they think they have freedom, they think the company is trying to do right by them, it's more incentive for them to sometimes do right and work hard and come to work. But sometimes, when, like you said, when you micromanage people, when you try to put people in that hamster wheel and stuff, they naturally people are naturally defiant.
That's
and they
me.
just naturally push back.
I hate the hamster wheel. I am defiant. That's why I can't work for no one, because I can't.
Me too. Because when I start asking questions that you don't want to answer or you can't answer, I got problems.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I use my vacation time? Why? What? Because you need me to work, but it's my time. I earned this.
Like, right. And I deserve time off.
Yeah, like, you told me this is my time.
I don't care if I just started here 2 months ago. It's my time. Y'all get on my nerves. Yep. I went off.
So that stuff like that is just, that's like, I don't understand that. That's just, doesn't make sense to me. So that's why, like, I feel like, and I get the other side. I know people are really tired. I know people are stressed. I know they're understaffed because no one wants to work. And now we see why a lot of people don't want to go back to work, because we see what's happening on that side of the fence. So now we got this new cycle. And it's like, what are we going to do now as a workforce and the culture to start changing some of this stuff? I think this is a wonderful opportunity to change some of these systems now. You know, I know employers don't want to change it because it's been sweet for them forever. Mm-hmm. You know, so I get why people aren't working. I feel like we do need to push back on some of this stuff to make some of these changes happen. We have to change. If we hit their pockets, they may be inclined to change a little bit more. So
I think it's cool though that some people took a gap year.
yeah,
Like, why not? Fine, now is the time to discover what it is that you truly want from a job, your employer. Because I was reading that this girl did that. She quit her job and she took off a year. She discovered what she wanted to do because now is the time to figure out. Some people just realize like this ain't it for me, or we were treated so poorly throughout the whole pandemic. I mean, I quit my job in the middle of this mess because I just couldn't do it anymore. They didn't care about us. All they did was somebody I worked with committed suicide. And,
wow.
With everything with George Floyd was a hard one for us that day.
Yeah.
People was acting up that was calling, and it was like, when did we ever have time to take like a mental health day, because we needed to process everything that was going on, and then my dad got sick with COVID, and it was a lot, and they didn't care. All they said was, oh, EAP is available. That's it. At least pretend like you care. My boss personally cared, but the company itself didn't care. So I was like, I'm done. But I think I just went to my next job just to have a job because I ran out of money. But, I just really want something that makes me happy. And what's wrong with finding a job that makes you happy?
No, that's what we're supposed to do.
Work there.
Yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to find, stuff that we love to do, that we want to do, that we can do long term, right? Mm-hmm. That's why it always amazes me. How do we expect people we expect young adults to know what they want to do for the rest of their life?
It's hard. And I remember we were talking about this before.
Yeah, kids come out of college, you 22, 23, 24 years old, and you're supposed to have it all figured out.
You can't.
So, no, we're not. And it changes. We change. So now you're getting people in their 30s, mid-30s, like, I don't want to do this no more. This ain't for me. This ain't it. Life changes, situations. People have families and kids, and they're like, this don't work for what I want for my family anymore. And so we change.
And if you think about it, some people actually had to do things for themselves, like become their own boss, and they loved it.
Yeah.
But one thing I remember this girl said before, and this can apply to looking for your job. She said, when you want to start your own business, she was like, you should date your business, just like when you're dating someone to get to know them, to see if there's a person you want to spend the rest of your life with. That's how you should do for your business. And I think the same applies for when you're looking for a job. You have to see if this is truly a company that you want to spend the rest of your life with. We're like talking about a company that you're going to have to invest 20 years in to get some sort of pension and retire. Like, if this is a place that you don't see yourself happy with, then fuck it, be out.
Yeah, that's
Life
when it is. That's when things like internships were supposed to be there. That's what that was supposed to be. And then they just
paying.
No, and then that's what I'm saying. They just flipped that and made that into this whole like slave culture. But yeah, I think you should give yourself a 6-month grace period. So if they don't do it for yourself.
I recommend it for everybody to, like, if you want to save up your money and take 6 months off for yourself and truly enjoy yourself. I mean, we get out here and we work. Some of us been working since we were in high school. Yep. And you think, like, when did I ever have time to truly discover what I want to do? Because all we know is work. We got to pay bills. We got to work. Some people are afraid to even take the time because they're afraid that, if I take this time off, how am I going to pay my bills?
Yeah.
And look at us, we dying early.
Yeah. And honestly, that's what the culture wants. Because workforce is a bunch of people who aren't really independent thinkers. You need worker bees for a lot of this stuff. And that's what we're seeing now. We're losing the worker bees. So now we're having all these issues. Yep. In industry and all that stuff, supply chain, all these issues. People don't want to go back to work because it's like coming out of the matrix. People are starting to take that pill and they starting to see the world differently. Like, oh, this is what I've been missing. Oh, nah, I like what's over here. This is what it's about. But businesses don't want us to do that. So they want to keep us in that hamster wheel. And that's why we need money. We need these things. We got to buy. We got to spend. And so it's that ongoing cycle. It sucks. But I just encourage people, if you can, follow your dreams, pursue them.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a shot. And let's say you tried, okay, maybe that's not for me. You know, if you
try.
yeah, you can figure it out. Like I said, now the jobs are out there. You can always go get a job.
Dabble in anything. It's funny because we have a tradition to go to IHOP on Christmas morning, and I went to go do takeout, and it was like crazy busy. And I think they normally, the IHOP on my house would have like 10 to 15 workers working that day, but Christmas Day, I think they had 3 people.
Dang.
Right. And the guy was like, y'all should get more people, call more people to come into work and do Lawson. Like, ain't nobody here. Why don't you call your friends to come to work?
I say there's no more people to call. Don't nobody want to do that.
It was like, ain't nobody here. It's just us.
Even the jobs that teenagers would normally work, like younger people, they ain't trying to do that.
You would think that, and I said this when the pandemic started, I was like, you would think that companies would now shift to cater to their employees, because this right here should make them realize, sure, customers are great, but without us, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing but long lines, long hold times on the phone. You have nothing. So you need us, which means you need to start accommodating us. And if we don't like it, and you tell us just to walk, we can walk. And then who you got? Nobody, because don't nobody want these jobs, period.
And that's why they're going to learn the hard way. They've been so slow to change. Like I say, because it's been sweet for them. They haven't had to change. So now we have to force them to change. Like I said, if you don't have a workforce, what you going to do? There's very few jobs, especially these big businesses, they need a workforce. You know, and for them to keep that money train going, they need to operate with them at low wages. Nah, son. Hopefully them days are starting to dwindle. You know, the big boys will survive. The Amazons and all of them, they'll survive because they make so much money.
Amazon makes me mad. Do you see that commercial?
Which one?
Our Amazon employees start at $15 an hour. So we supposed to be like, oh my God, let's work at Amazon?
And that's still poverty.
That's not enough.
That's still poverty.
That is not enough.
But I know some places, $15 an hour breaks out to what, like the low mid 30s a year?
Like,
30K a year, something like the little.
You bring it home under 1,000.
Yeah.
That's not enough. These are grown ass people who work at Amazon who got kids. They need more. Jeff got money.
That's what I'm saying.
Need to come out of pocket with a little more than that. The way that he runs that business, and he doesn't even want to get a union. So
why would you want to get a union when it's sweet for them? Hell no, you don't want no union.
Like, he runs a slave ship, literally, because everybody I know that work at Amazon says it's a slave ship. Like, you can't come up on that pay a little more. They expect you to work like a slave to make big money. But why do you have time to enjoy your money?
They don't care about you. That's the problem. They don't care. They don't care about you enjoying your money. They don't care about you living. They care about you coming here and working for them. That's all they care about. Because if they did care, they would do more.
Let's get rid of hourly wages. Can we, do you think it's better to have hourly versus, because salary, you don't get overtime.
I think in some situations, some jobs, it may benefit. Like I said, overtime pay comes in, time and a half, you have more flexibility. Because think about it now, when you're on salary, a lot of times there's no time limit. They give you that other duties assigned. You're supposed to be working 40, you doing 60, 70.
That's true. My mom be working like a slave.
Yeah. So they kind of get you on that too. So you're like undervalued too at that point. So I think in some situations, it may just gotta pay more.
America is greedy. Okay, they greedy because paying us more they gonna lose out on their big money. Because I don't understand why we can't pay $20 an hour. It should be what we start off. The cost of living is high.
That's the problem too. Something's got to give. Like I said, this area, you can't live on $15 an hour. Not in Silver Spring, Maryland.
You can't live off of $15 an hour here either. And I'm trying to figure out when the IRS does a little background with Allentown, and they're like, this area is poor. Poor where? Poor where? Because in my area, rent is $2,000. So poor where? Because they're not poor here.
Nah, because they got people working 2 and 3 jobs just to get by.
For people, there's a lot of imports because there's a lot of us who come from New Jersey and New York, and we come here because we think it's cheaper. And Pennsylvania is going up on the cost of living because there's so many people moving here.
But that's what happens. But then, so think about like, if Allentown is doing that, what's Jersey doing?
Oh, Jersey, you already
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Yeah. You gotta give up your soul to live out there. Like, it's crazy.
Jersey is high. It's crazy high.
So now, like I said, now we got the places that were typically rural. They're starting to develop them out too. I was just talking to a real estate developer in the Uber today, and they talking about like Southern Maryland. They going out there and it's getting hot. The market's getting hot. So it's like, what are people supposed to do? It's crazy. Everybody trying to make it, and nobody's making enough money. And that's why, I see there are other groups of people who they starting to put their money together, to come up. I've seen some cultures where they come in and they got 2 or 3 families living together, pulling their money together, And I remember when I was younger, I used to look at that like, dog, they crazy. Why they got to do that? But nope. They pull all their resources together. They were able to save and stack their money. And yeah, it might have been a little uncomfortable at some point because, you got people living in close quarters. But in a couple years, everybody had made enough money to everybody's families. Now they can go get their own.
Yeah.
But a couple times I remember when it was a 2-bedroom apartment and they came and I guess they called them because they had 15 people living in a 2-bedroom apartment. And what it ended up being like 3 families, that had migrated to the country. But I've seen 2 or 3 years, they go buy a house. So they go from the 2-bedroom apartment, then they get the crib, then they start stacking their money. Now they got 2 houses. And it seems like a slow burn, but in a long haul, in 10 years, which is really not that long of a time, all 3 families were straight. But they had to grind and go through a lot to get there. But I mean, they did it when a lot of people tried to do it by themselves and they never achieved that at all. So it's hard, man. I'm about to start renting out a corner over here in the house.
No, not the corner. I'm trying to leave here. Go to the tropical island where I can live free.
I wish I could. I wish I could buy an island right now.
Yeah, move your whole family there, build a school, steal a teacher from here.
I could teach them. I could do that.
Oh, true. And your wife.
Teach them what they need to know.
How to hunt fish. Survive on this island.
You ain't gotta go nowhere. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we get it together as a world.
We're not gonna get it together.
I know. I'm wishful thinking. I know.
Unless the meek inherit the earth.
It come up. It's gonna be It's gonna be. Hey, you know what?
Oh my gosh.
When that happens, no, what happened? Yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, because I was gonna say when that happens.
You're gonna say yours.
Because when that happens, it's gonna be different, y'all. It's gonna look like it's gonna be a battle. That's what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a battle because they're not gonna want to give it up.
I'll be right there. Like, come on, let's take them.
I know at the front. So that one scene in the movie, like, come on.
Doesn't be me.
Like let's a pitchfork.
All for it.
What was you about to say?
Yo, I had a subject change. So it was
okay. Let's move on.
I was gonna say, you know how wait, hold on. Let me get it out. Okay, so you know how you always see like those memes where people spell things wrong and then people be calling them out. So I have 2. My friend posted on Facebook, she was like, I ain't got shit loose. Wait, what'd she say? I got shit loose, or I ain't got shit loose, LOOSE, because I got me and my son. And I was like, shit loose. she talking about her bowels? Like what? But she meant to put I ain't got shit to
lose. Yeah.
But I was like, lose. And then I was telling this person, I was like, is V as in Victor? No, I said V as in verified. And he was like, is Z as in xylophone?
What?
And I was like, oh no, baby, that's not how you spell xylophone, honey.
He was serious?
Yeah, he was dead ass.
Fam.
I was
Oh.
like, oh no, baby, that's not how you spell
Oh.
xylophone.
Oh.
Why?
No. Sesame Street. No.
Right. Those are just my funnies today. I had a bad day, so those made me laugh.
Okay. Okay. So we on funnies now?
Shit loose.
Shit loose. I should name this
Shit
episode.
loose.
I should
I
name this
swear I was
episode.
like, why is she talking about her shit? Oh no.
Especially in that context, too. I should be on my side. Like, what? What are you trying to say?
Shit loose.
What are you trying to say? Should we call CPS? What's happening here?
Oh.
Okay, since we on that, I'll do my Bobs and Karen. I was telling you this story too the other day. Since we on funnies, the dude,
Oh.
yeah, I'm still kind of like, I don't know how to feel about it, right? So Bobs and Karen, Steven's not here. I'll do it. I got one. And this is a real story happened to me. That was last Wednesday.
I think so.
Yeah. So I'm out in Gainesville, Virginia. If y'all don't know, if you Google it, Gainesville, Virginia is not a place we're supposed to be. I'm sorry, we're just not supposed to be out there.
I don't think any part of Virginia where we're supposed to be.
We're not supposed to be out there, but I had to be out there for some clients. Sometimes it's supposed to be in and out real quick. So, long story short, I get to Gainesville. First thing I had to do, I had to get some gas, right? Pull up at the pump, pumping gas. Dude pulls up in a trumped out Toyota Camry. Yes, I said trumped out. Like he tricked it out. Everything Trump. So I don't even know where you find this stuff at. He had a Trump face, his face on a decal on the side of his door, like a big Trump face, hair and all. It was crazy. Big old American flag popped on the hood of his car. I mean, the roof of the car. He had like written in like marker or like, dry erase marker, some black marker. Trump is the greatest. We love Trump. Biden sucks. Made his own bumper sticker that said Trump. And then he took out the letters, like added new letters from other places to say 2024. This is all over his car.
Oh Lord.
My man gets out the car. He had the redneck uniform on. If you don't know, it's the woodland camo. Not the camo that everybody rocks is cool. It's like the woodland camo. It's like the leaves in it. Like
it's real tree camo.
Yeah, real tree. Like that's the stuff you hunt deers in for real. Like you out there. The whole outfit, like hopped out the car proud. So I'm like, this is where I'm at, y'all. This is where I'm at. Like this to give y'all some depth to
sound
it, right?
About white.
Yeah, sound about white. Like I'm pumping gas, like, ooh, all right, head on the swivel, So I'm watching that stuff. So I'm like, but I'm hungry. I got out here a little early. Dang, Roy Rogers is next door. Okay, let me run in Roy Rogers because they didn't have a drive-through. So I actually had to go in there and get food. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me run in and get something real quick. There's nothing else around. So I go in there. Literally, there's a couple people working. There's a guy sitting down eating. And the guy sitting down eating looks like one of the wizards from like Lord of the Rings movies or something. Like he got that white on white, long, straggly hair that look like it's about to fall out any minute. Like he just looked malnourished and like he cast spells on people. Just want that look, right? So I'm like, okay, I ain't paying him no mind. I'm hungry. I'm trying to get this food real quick. So I order my food. Get my food. Let me get my drink. They got the fountain drinks. So as I'm pouring my drink, I heard a noise. And at first I wasn't sure what that noise was. I thought he sneezed. So my first thought was, Rona, nasty. Like, I don't know if he closed his mouth because I didn't really look at it. It's like my peripheral, So then I was thinking about, like, as I'm pouring my drink, I'm like, that wasn't a sneeze. That was a hiss. I'm like, okay, like, again, pay no mind, get my lid. And so as I go to turn, and why is Uber calling me right now? Because they got my food outside. Okay. You know what? We're doing this during the show. Hold on. Why not? We're doing this. Hello?
Oh gosh.
Okay, it's the house. It's the house with the lights outside on the left-hand side. You see the Christmas lights?
Oh,
Yeah, that's my house. Yeah. Yeah. All right. No problem. All right. This is community coalition show. You don't get that type of live action there. Uber Eats action. You don't even get that nowhere else. But
they know where you live because they be messing up. I don't get my order half of the time.
He's about to mess up. So he ain't know where the street lights was, but my house is literally lit up like outside. We still got the Christmas lights on. Can't miss it. We only one on the block.
It's still that time.
I still got time. But look, I ain't in no hurry to push down. Right. Yeah. So okay, food here. What I was saying. Oh, so dude, the wizard, he hissed. So I'm like, okay. So as I had to pass him to leave the store. So as I passed him, it's that moment when you kind of like look around and you kind of lock eyes with somebody. Mm-hmm. So as I looked at him, he looked me dead in my eye and he hissed at me again. He hissed at me, y'all, like a cat.
Oh, Lord.
Like, I mean, full-fledged.
I told you I'm used to people like that.
No, I ain't never been hissed at. I'm sorry. I've been called a lot of things. I've never been hissed at to my face. Like he saw me.
That's crazy. Palm colored side. That's what they do to get you to stay away because they're like, oh, I'm about to attack and then hiss at you. They're crazy.
That is, yeah. So that was my first thought. Okay, mental health is real. Like, so I ain't say nothing. I ain't retaliate. I ain't do nothing. I ain't even make a face. I just sidestepped and kept it moving. Because first of all, I didn't know if he could really cast spells.
I'm dead.
I ain't need that. I don't know Gandalf is going to do to me. He was going to turn me into a cat or something. I don't know. I ain't need that in my life. So it wasn't until I heard him and got in the car. I got in the car. I pulled off, drove down the street, was like, yo, I got to take a minute for this one. He hissed. So I had to process it. I think I called you. I was like, yo, like, this is crazy. No one's going to believe me.
What's that mean? I told you I've experienced this thing. Oh, no.
That was wild. They hissing. So that was my, I don't know. I called him, I guess, the wizard, Bob the wizard, who hissed at me. Bob the wizard. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of shook. I didn't know what he was gonna do. All I kept thinking about was Lord of the Rings. Gandalf, man. That's what he looked like to me. He looked like Gandalf. I'm good. There's just some people you just don't fight. Like, you gotta know.
That's why they do it.
Yeah, that's one. But you know what? You got it. That's why, folks, y'all gotta be careful out here. I'm talking.
And they do this too. They go.
Now he looked at me and it was like slow, like.
Some of the girls I hung out with in school, I'm telling you, I went to a predominantly white school. They used to do that, little goth girls, and they were like, "Girl, get out my face," and I'm like, or like when the black girls used to bully the little goth white girls I went to school with, and the little goth white girls would be like, "Get out of my face," and the other girls would be like, "No, bitch," and they're like,
"Yo." I can't take, like I said, like, I don't know if it's just so different out of character, but like, nah, you got it. Because at that point, I don't expect you to fight traditionally.
Yeah, because look, it works because those girls stopped messing with them because it was like, yo, this chick crazy. She just hissed at me.
Yeah, you got it. You're not gonna square up and start fighting. No, you liable to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You have your no. I don't know what's coming. I'm good. I know my limits. And even though I was literally twice the size of Bob the Wizard, yeah, I was good. No, you win. You win. I'm leaving. You know what? You got it. You sit here and go and eat your little roast beef sandwich. I'm out. I'm out. So I'm so upset. Like, I didn't know how to think.
Oh, that's funny.
I ain't never been hissed at before. I've been called all kinds of stuff. That was a first for me.
You ain't never got that hiss.
Nah, not from no grown ass man. Like I said, not you talk like, but I mean, like when you talk about girls, I can understand. I can kind of see that from girls, but not from. Yeah, I'm good. You know something. You probably got voodoo dolls and I don't know anything in your repertoire. I'm good.
Probably would have been here.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Now I got to worry about rabies and stuff. I can't deal with that. You can't fight that. Like
your rabies shot.
Yeah, like bad enough we got COVID. Now I got to deal with potential rabies. No type of bacteria in his mouth. That's gross. Ew.
He probably ain't have teeth.
I mean, like I said, he looked like he came out Middle Earth, like the Dark Ages.
Old man from the mountains.
Yeah. That's what's roaming around Gainesville, Virginia. Y'all got it, Gainesville. I'm good.
I've never been there, but I don't want to go. I don't like it anyway.
Yeah. It's not a place you going like. There's nothing out there unless you have a purpose. You just don't pull up. There's not. I mean, what's out there? Jiffy Lube Live out there. I think Jiffy Lube Live, which is a concert venue. So sometimes they do have some good concerts out that way, but yeah, just stay away, y'all. If y'all can avoid it, don't get hissed at.
Avoid Gainesville.
Or
Virginia.
Yeah. Because I tell you about cheerleading competition we went to, and the whole state decided they weren't going to wear masks.
Oh, that's Virginia for you.
I was like, come on. We down there at the convention center in Richmond, Virginia. First of all, I was real upset that they had a full-fledged competition. Gotta go, daughters, gotta go. So we get there and I'm thinking like, okay, it's going to be like select couple teams. Like, no. Everybody, their whole families was out there. Like, again, redneck uniform everywhere. Woodland camo everywhere. Like,
first of all, you know what? I'm going to leave my comments to myself.
So I'm out there like, that's all you saw. That and Canadian tuxedos everywhere. Like,
what's Canadian tuxedos?
Same color jean jacket and jean pants.
Oh, why Canadian?
I don't know why they call it that. It's just hilarious to me. But that's all it was. But it's not even like the cool denim. It's like that extra harsh Wrangler denim. Like, I was like, you found a matching Wrangler denim jacket and Wrangler denim pants. Like, you got it, fam. You got it. You win. I'm outnumbered. I don't want no smoke. We just trying to get this trophy, get up out of here. And that's what we did. As soon as we got that trophy, I was card. Let's go now. Spray down. Like, you got to like go through the whole like decontamination process in the car. Like, let's go. Get up out of here.
Yeah, I don't so many people.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared about COVID. They ain't cared nothing about it. Like, so upset. I mean, like, again, I started off saying, you wonder why these numbers are so high. So, I don't know. That's all I got tonight. It's really not much to talk about.
Me too. It's nap time.
Yeah.
Nap time over. What you get for dinner? Because now you got the Uber man out there. I'm curious.
Only thing that was Fridays. I had a little burger from Fridays.
Yeah. Did you get the whiskey burger?
No, I got the Philly cheesesteak one.
You whack. The whiskey burger is lit.
I know, but I had it not that long ago. So yeah. So yeah, it's grub time. We'll be back in the new year. Dang, the new year, that's right.
So 2022. It's a 2022.
Yeah.
It's also 22.
I didn't even think about all that. I haven't even thought about the new year yet. I gotta get there. But for y'all, have a happy new year. Be safe out there, y'all. If you're going to gather, do it responsibly, please. be safe. We're going into the new year. Hopefully we can start turning a corner on some of this stuff. I'm pretty sure we'll talk about some of that next week. David will be back from catching flights. Hopefully, you never know. He might get another,
Yeah, he's gonna be in quarantine because they're in the hot zone. In the hot zone.
And that's why we do this on Zoom.
Right. We're gonna have to put him in a bag.
Yep.
With some bleach and holy water and pray.
Just dip him in the bag. Just great dip. David like a little nugget. You gonna dip him like a nugget?
Let's dip him like a nugget.
David, it's okay. We're gonna bleach that ass.
Oh my God.
But y'all know we brought to you by the Black Squirrel Media Network. Got to say that. Shout out to Black Squirrel Media Network, all the podcasts and everything like that. You can check us out at www.blacksquirrelmedia.com. But until next week, y'all, do what you gotta do. Ain't nothing really going on. Lay low. It's crazy out here, y'all. Peace.